everyone, how are you doing today? At last, man, I have been asked so many times about when am I going to do a video about this guitar. So although this is not the official demo, this is part of a huge announcement that I'm so excited about and super proud of, that we have decided, me and Acacia of course, have decided to make this an official signature series custom guitar. This was initially, nothing that we didn't plan on this being a signature model or anything like that. It was just you guys literally using the phrase, asking them about it, and then we're like, oh, well, I guess that we need to do this as a signature model. So, and it worked out. It's kind of, to me, it's really cool how it all panned out, because most people, when they have a signature, guitar, the company is just like, design whatever you want, and that'll be it. And that's basically what we did, except this was a guitar that I, was ordering and paying for from Acacia. I guess without knowing it, it was I was designing a signature guitar without knowing I was designing a signature guitar. And to me, that's really cool and exciting. So now looking at it, it's like, well, I designed it with everything that I wanted. It has all the stuff I always wanted in a guitar. So I wanted to make a video talking about it a little bit. It is available. These are, custom made, so you can't just order one today and they ship it out tomorrow. They have to be made, but it is available. You can go to their website. I was waiting on them to get their new website up and all that stuff. So let's talk about it a little bit here. So basically, you have an Alder Body, which I've talked about this before. We blue backed it. So you can see now I've had this guitar for a couple months now and played a couple shows. So it's already got some nicks and dings from me not being a good guitar owner, unfortunately. You have this amazing quilt top on it, and this is one of the coolest things I think about this being a signature guitar, because even though these are my specs and stuff like that, basically no two tops will ever be the same. So even though it's a signature guitar, there's still that personal side of it, that you're still getting something that no one else has. Like, no one else will have this exact quilt on a guitar, I guess, unless you got like a veneer or something. These are all real tops. You can see the scraped binding on it. Looks awesome. The pickups have been a huge question from you guys, and one thing before I go, I lower my pickups very low. Like, the middle pickup is flush with the pick guard. That's just because it gets in the way of my hand the way that I pick, and I lower the neck down quite a bit as well. So a lot of people were asking why are the pickups so low, and that's why. I think that it warms up a single coil a lot when you lower it. I feel like I remember reading like Stevie Ray Vaughan did that, and me probably just wanting to be a clone of Stevie Ray Vaughan. I'm like, oh, I'll do that, and then I've just always kind of done that with my single coils now. So, the pickups, now, these are Seymour Duncan custom calibrated. These are for Strats, the middle and the neck pickup. They're real, what's the word for them? They're rich, they've got plenty of output to them, so there's no worry there. They're just this very rich kind of like bite to them. I really like the way that these sound. And then, in the bridge here is a JB Junior. So, I've never been a huge fan of single coils in the bridge. There's always this like certain ice pickiness to them. Some pickups don't, like I have a set of single coils that don't have that, but I still wanted the chunk of a humbucker, but I wanted this to look, very traditional. So that is a JB Junior, which is kind of very similar to the size of a single coil pickup, and it has all that bite and chunk from a humbucker, which I love. we have that going on. Of course, the Pearloid Pit Guard. You know, a lot of you guys were like, why'd you put a pit guard on it? It's because, to me, what I was designing was basically all the guitars that I'd had throughout the years. You know, I liked certain things about them and didn't like certain things about them. And me just being, you know, an S-type kind of guy, I was like, oh, I always just love the way a pit guard looks on a guitar, especially Pearloid. So that was why that had to be on there. Now, some of the big things about this guitar, that was one of the things that I've disliked about most of the guitars that I've owned throughout the years, if I can speak, geez, is this. See this little heel cutaway here? So your hand can get all the way up here. You don't normally play the guitar backwards like this. Maybe you do, I don't know. And but to me that was a very crucial thing, that access, that upper fret, because when I'm playing, I can get all the way up here, and I don't have to like angle my hand like super weird because of that giant neck joint. So that's why I liked that so much, you know. It's very easy to get up here. This feels like a deeper cutaway, so my hand doesn't hit. So that was another issue. My hand would hit on a lot of the bottom fins on S-type guitars, and this one doesn't. You know, when I'm playing up here in these higher frets, I don't have a pick in my hand, but that was another one of the big things. Now, it has a good old maple neck. Boom. And, of course, this beautiful bird's eye maple fingerboard. And one of the things I've always thought about guitars and always said was, you play a guitar with your eyes first. So I wanted a guitar that when I see it, I'm like, I want to play that guitar. That's the one that I want to play. And that was what I went for. You know, I was like, you know, these are the things I've always wanted. I love bird's eye maple fingerboards, quilt tops. I thought the blue back was a very nice touch on it. And that's kind of like, you know, I wanted it to look like a guitar. Like when I see it, like I said, I want to walk over. I think that's the guitar I want to play. And you know, so you have the Acacia locking tuners on it. If you can't see those, hello. That's what those are. You can probably hear me playing some notage in the background if I made the video correctly. Who knows? You know, with me shooting videos, you never know what you're gonna get. And that's it. You know, 25.5-inch scale length, 22 frets. Like I said, it's just a modern spin on a very traditional guitar, and that's what I love so much about it. You know, it does everything from the, you know, you can clean it up, roll your knob down. Now notice I don't have a middle tone knob. I have a knob literally just because I think that it looks better. I don't use it at all, if I'm being honest. I have one volume. I went with the metal knobs because I like that they stick up a little bit higher. They're easier for my finger to grab, so when I play a lot with my volume when I'm playing to get different dynamics and stuff, and I always like this style of knob, almost like the T-style kind of knob. That way you can grab it with your pinky and just roll it down real easily. There's no hassle going on there. Of course, a 5-way switch. I mainly use position 1, 3, and 5, and that is it. There's a full specs and all that stuff if you want from Acacia, but I am beyond proud of this guitar. I'm so excited about, you know, how the whole thing came to be, from just being a guitar that I was ordering as a customer to building this relationship with Acacia, because I think that there's such amazing people over there. So calm down, Greg, Scott, Tom, Jack. Hold on, I'm not being that nice. But they really are great people over there. They make amazing instruments. And the fact that this kind of all came to be from you guys, thank you so much for being interested in the guitars that I attempt to bang around on over here. So if you are at all interested, go check out Acacia. Links and stuff or for all that are down below for you. Like I said, I'm a very proud papa right now. to play this guitar. I've been playing it pretty much non-stop, making myself play the other ones because, you know, they're getting kind of lonely, me only playing this one. So, other than that, guys, I will see you all later. Have a great weekend. Peace out, homies. Keep on rocking, and I will see you later.